I think I can get number 15 before my pen bites the dust. Let's see if we can. What is the solution of the equation square root of 3x plus 46 equals x plus 2? One thing I want to make sure you notice, these are not coordinates, okay? These are brackets. A coordinate would look like this. That's not the same thing. This is indicating a solution to an equation. So we want to know the solution to this equation. So I have the square root of 3x plus 46 equals x plus 2. And I can tell you immediately that I want to get rid of that radical sign. So the opposite of the square root of 3x plus 46 is raising it to the second power. And I'll have to do that to both sides. So the radical's gone. That cancels that radical out. And then on this side, I'm going to have to use some foiling to get this part of the equation. Let me come down here and white out some stuff so I can use this space. Okay, so let's FOIL x plus 2 times x plus 2, or x plus 2 squared. So first terms would be x times x, or x squared. Outside would be x times positive 2, or 2x. Inside would be positive 2 times x, or 2x. And those terms get combined to 4x. And then the last terms are 2 times 2, which is positive 4. So this becomes x squared plus 4x plus 4. All right. I need to set this equal to 0. So I want to get a 0 on this side of the equation. If I want nothing left over here, I have to move all this junk. So I'm going to say, I like to move my variable terms first, minus 3x, and this cancels. And then I'm going to move my constant term, which would be minus 46, and minus 46, and this cancels. So I'm left with 0, which is what I wanted, an x squared, a positive 1x, and a negative 42. We're getting there. Because now I can take this trinomial and break it down into its factors. But we need to think about those factors for just a second to figure out what they are. And I'm going to come over here with a different color and we'll figure that out. Let me just use blue. So over here, I want to get a negative 42. And I want my factors to add up to a positive 1. So if I'm looking for factors of 42, of course, 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and 14, 4 won't go, 5 won't go, 6 will, and 7. And those are all the choices. So if I want a positive 1, when I add them, I'm going to use a negative 6 and a positive 7. So my factors will be, put an X in each one, a negative 6 and a positive 7. But be very careful. Actually, you need to go ahead and find the zeros. So you've got negative 6 equals 0. So X would actually be a positive 6. And then you've got X plus 7 equals 0. So X would actually be a negative 7. And my first instinct is to go with option E. But that's not the answer. Because you have to test these solutions. You have to plug them back into the equation to see if both are actually valid choices, valid solutions for the equation. So I'm going to test my solution, and I need a different amount of colors here. Let's use orange. So here is the original equation. 3x plus 46 under the radical is x plus 2. So let's plug in the 6 and see what happens. So I have 3 times 6 plus 46 equals 6 plus 2. So here I have 18 plus 46 equals 8. And this is 64 with the radical equals 8. This is true. So this is one of the solutions. The question is, will the 7 work? So I'm going to have to move up here because I'm just out of room. But let's test it and see. 3x plus 46 equals x plus 2. And this time we're plugging in a 7. And it's not a 7, it's a negative 7. So negative 7. And then over here we have negative 7 plus 2. So this would be a negative 21 plus 46. And over here is a negative 5. So negative 21 plus 46 is what? 25. Square root is negative 5. That is not true. The square root of 25 is positive 5. So this is not a solution. So your answer is not E. It's actually B, as in Bravo. The 6 is a solution, but the negative 7 is not a solution for that equation. Be very careful with that one. It is not an easy problem.